people like strong drinks? How many people like drinks that stay cold? How many people like drinks that don't dilute? If you had your hand up for all three of those, then you want lots of ice in your glass. Here's why. Number one, more ice in the glass takes up more room. Therefore, you get a stronger drink as a result, right? If there's less ice, there's more room. Is the bartender going to pour more alcohol in there? Absolutely not. That costs some money. So you actually get more mix, which means it's a weaker drink. More ice means it stays colder longer. Therefore, it actually dilutes less because it doesn't get as warm as fast. Blind, mind blowing. 1, 2 outs. 2 outs. Just had their mind blowing right there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Wicked. I love it. Changing the universe. So yes, if you like cold drinks that don't dilute and are strong, lots and lots of ice. Now, when it comes to making a Caesar, some people like to think that it's a very taxing job, lots of ingredients. You have to have all this other stuff. And I've simplified it down really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. Gotta dig it up. So really easy. I'm gonna start with 1 ounce of vodka. And the vodka I'm using today is Polar Ice. Polar Ice is a great Canadian vodka for a great Canadian cocktail. And people overspend all the time when it comes to spirits and Caesars. If you want to go and spend $45 on a bottle of Grey Douche and put that into your Caesar, then by all means. But there's really no... Okay, sorry, you're choking on that one? That's good. You can get 2 bottles of Polar Ice or Absolute or Smirnoff or any of that kind of inexpensive vodka and have twice as much fun for twice as long and really enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? You're not drinking a Caesar for the taste of vodka. It's purely just alcohol content at that point, so no need to overspend. Alright, so 1 ounce of vodka. I've got a measuring tool here. Anybody know what this is called? A jigger. Yes, absolutely. Jigger, please. What? This is my jigger. Walking that line. Have funny. Oh my god. Did you really just say that? Absolutely. Okay, so 1 ounce of vodka. Like so. And if you don't have a measuring tool at home, you can do the 2-finger method, which is really easy, so that we kind of have that infused. Another mind blowing right there. Wicked. I happen to have thick fingers, ladies, and so we go to the top right there. And so that's 1 ounce of vodka. 1. 2 is the hot sauce, and the hot sauce I'm using today is Louisiana Gold. It's just very simple, easy hot sauce, very similar to Tabasco, but the kind of difference between it, Tabasco has a lot of heat, but not necessarily a lot of flavor attached to it. I love heat, but I also don't want my palate stripped to the point that I can't taste anything else. So this is kind of that nice in-between 2 dashes. Now, how many people here like their Caesars caliente? That's spicy in Spanish. Everybody, that's beautiful. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons that Caesars are so popular in Canada is that it's an individual drink. Everybody has their own recipe that they like to use, their own ingredients, their own ratios, so on and so forth. How many people would put this whole bottle here? Nobody? All right, nobody's that brave. Fair enough. And when it comes to hot sauce, feel free to change it up. Like I'll explain in a bit. I create a lot of different recipes. One of my favorite hot sauces to use is sriracha. Sriracha fans. I just blew another mind right there. There we go. Yes, if you're not familiar with sriracha, you might know it as the hot cock sauce because of the rooster on it. So yeah, feel free to go to town. Even things like Chipotle or there's a lot. You know what hot sauce is. So 2 hot sauce, 1 vodka, 2 hot sauce, 3 is salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. You like salt and pepper? Let's talk about sex. Okay. Are you familiar with your 90s ladies hip hop? Shoot! Oh! So 3 salt and pepper, and just like when you're cooking food, you always want to season your food through quickly, and the same thing goes for the Caesar. And then 4 is the Worcestershire, Lean Parents. It is delicious. I love this stuff. And to me, this is what kind of really rounds out and makes a good Caesar. How many people like muddy Caesars? And you know what muddy means? Half the bottle of Bush in your Caesar. Absolutely. I'm going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And that's going to give it a nice kind of saltiness. And I always love telling the story as to how it was created. It was created in Worcester. The correct pronunciation of it is Worcestershire. Worcester's a little town in England where it was created, and it was created as a medicine in a pharmacy. And when they first made it and tasted it, they're like, this is disgusting. It's crap. Let's lock it up and bury it in the basement. And about 3 years later, they were cleaning out the basement and they found the barrel that they had put away. And they're like, let's give it a try. So they opened it up, tasted it, and it actually mellowed out and fermented over the course of the time. It became a lot more palatable and useful. And that's the recipe that they still use to this day. It's not 3 years anymore, but it's 18 months that it actually spends fermenting and mellowing out and allowing all the flavors to come together. Anybody know one of the main flavorings in? Anchovies, absolutely. Anchovy fans? How many people hate anchovies? Yeah, me too, buddy. You going hunting? Sweet. Alright, worse, delicious. And then the last and most important ingredient in any Mott's Clamato Caesar is...
Sorry, go on.
Mott's Clamato. Yeah, that was kind of the audience participation part, but okay. So I'm just going to give this a little shake. Shake, shake. And then I'm going to pour this in here. This is going to be Clamato for color in this bad boy. That's how I roll. Just getting in touch with my roots. Okay, so when it comes to mixing Caesars, you can definitely stir a Caesar by all means. You never want to shake a Caesar. If you shake cocktails in general, you infuse. Are you scared? You're like, oh my god. No, that's a serious issue. When you shake cocktails in general, you infuse air into the mixture, which then creates bubbles and effervescence. If you've ever seen a properly made whiskey sour, it has that nice froth, foam, effervescence on top. Anybody want that on a Caesar? Absolutely not, okay? So my favorite way to mix a Caesar is a little process called rolling, which is where we take everything that's in this glass and we just pour it back and forth. And it's kind of the halfway between stirring and shaking, if you will. So I'm going to roll 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. I'm the Pasquale of cocktails. How many people here actually know who Pasquale is? Or was? 1 person. Oh my god. I gotta get some new jokes. He's the Italian chef who would sing on TV. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I sing and I make cocktails. That's why I'm the tough guy. Oh, shit. Okay, now what do I have to do to this glass to finish it off? Rim job. So easy, lady. Yes, no, I do have to put the rim on here. And when you're doing your rim job, you always want to use a fruit. Walking that line, haha, funny. Go, holy crap, this guy's getting crazy out there. You never want to use water. Water will make your rim disgusting and soggy and drip down. So you always want to use a fruit juice. And it doesn't even have to use a fruit juice. I used a banana once because that's what I had on the counter. And then we're going to put the rim on there. What's the rim for a Caesar? Celery salt or Mott's Clamato rimmer would be also a correct answer. And then we're going to pour everything. Knock that off. We're going to pour everything right back in. And then we're going to garnish with, I always do a lime wedge for 2 reasons. 1, people like to squeeze it in the drink for extra flavor. And 2, if you're not a fan of the rim, which some people aren't, it's just an easy way to get rid of it. Boom. 2 minds gone again. I think I'm up over a dozen now. And the other garnish, people always use celery. My favorite garnish is this little bad boy right here called Extreme Beans. Have you seen these? How many people have had Extreme Beans? 1, 2. You don't like them? No, you're not fans. I love them. They're actually here. If you get the chance to go see Matt and Steve, they have them. Tell them I sent you because I get 10 cents off every jar, which is wicked. I love these guys. They're actually 2 bartenders who were bartending in Mississauga, which is just outside of Toronto. And woo woo! Are you from Toronto? Mississauga specifically. Not so much. I do live in Toronto. Basically they were just finished their shift and they wanted to drink some Caesars, but nobody wanted to cut up celery. So they're like, there's got to be a better garnish for this. And so they called Matt's mom and got one of her old school pickling recipes, and they started pickling in their condo. Can you imagine 2 grown men just pickling on a Sunday afternoon? They're like, what do you want to do, Matt? I don't know, Steve. How about we pickle some beans?